The path to wealth begins with mindset, that's true. But if it stays only there, it's incomplete. Rich Dad, Poor Dad opened the eyes of millions. Because for the first time it told us, don't work for money, make money work for you. But this book also left some things out. And today we'll talk about those missing truths, because these gaps echo in the dark like a silent scream. And those who don't hear that scream only listen to the lucky ones. If you're ready, let's begin. Why was this book incomplete? Robert Kiyosaki introduced us to two father figures. One, the traditional dad who says, go to school, get a job. The other, the rich dad who says, invest for financial freedom. This contrast was powerful. But this narrative glorified the individual while ignoring the system. Does everything start in the mind to become rich? What about the country you're born in? Your neighborhood, family, skin color, gender, or disabilities? If mindset is everything, why are billions still living in poverty? Rich Dad, Poor Dad gave us one core message. Financial literacy will save you. But something is missing from that sentence. Literacy begins with books, but it's not enough to fight systemic inequality. Because some people battle hunger before they ever learn to read. Some children have to work before they can read investment books. Some people don't even want to see banks in their dreams because of debt. So why didn't Kiyosaki talk about these systemic barriers? Because his story takes place in America, in the heartland of capitalism. If wealth isn't accessible to all even there, how fair can it be globally? Now let's ask, is everyone who doesn't become rich stupid? Are they just afraid of risk? Do they have the wrong mindset? No. Some are pushed out of the system, born into debt from day one. Some are generations raised under the lie of equal opportunity. Rich Dad, Poor Dad didn't speak about these people. Because the message was, if you want it, you can do it. But life doesn't always work that way. If desire doesn't meet opportunity, it can collapse from within. The book recommends passive income, real estate, starting a business, investing. But where does a poor person get their first investment capital? Banks won't give them loans. Governments don't provide support. Their family can't help. So how does this person take the first step? The success stories we hear are often from those at the top. Those at the bottom remain silent. And Kiyosaki didn't hear their silence. The book also portrays wealth as a personal victory, but says nothing about collective success. It never asks, while getting rich, how much did you contribute to others? How much did your community grow? Is your employee happy? Is your tenant safe? Or did only your portfolio grow? That's why Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a narrative that uplifts the individual but forgets the society. But financial success isn't just about my wallet getting full. True wealth is a flow that enriches others too. Now I want to add something more to what this book taught you. Whether you want it or not, you're in a system. And sometimes that system is designed to drag you down. So just saying think positive is not enough. You must understand the system. You must decode the structure. And if necessary, build an alternative path against it. Today, millions still work for hours yet stay poor. The reason is not laziness, but injustice in the system. And this injustice can't fit in book pages. It is lived, felt, and it hurts. So is reading this book bad? No. Knowledge is always good, but incomplete knowledge can sometimes mislead. And this book encourages a kind of individualism that never questions the system. You must think not only for yourself, but for those who come after you. Because if one generation stays silent, the next is born into debt. If one person looks away, thousands remain blind. And if one person doesn't question the system, it stays the same forever. Now ask yourself again, do you want to be rich or live in a fair world? Can both happen together? Yes, they can. But first, you must gain this awareness. Financial freedom is a result. The process is built with awareness, courage, and community. Rich Dad taught you assets, but first you must learn value. Wealth sparkles from the outside. But if it's empty inside, it only echoes. What is the echo inside you saying? This book can open doors for you, but the real key is in your hands. What's the key? A questioning mind, a thinking heart, and a conscience that doesn't give up. Wealth isn't only in your bank account, it's in your perspective, your relationships, and the meaning you bring to life. And you're here to search for that meaning. Now the final question. Was Rich Dad right or Poor Dad? The answer is, both were incomplete, because the real story is the one you write yourself. Continue to follow to meet in real stories.